Good day, grade 11. Once again, I am your Miss Elaine. Our topic for today are acids and bases. The question is, when you hear the word acid, what comes first to your mind? Maybe scary, danger. The question is it true or not? Okay, let us see. So acid and base are two classifications of chemical compound that opposite to each other when it comes to their properties. Let's talk about first what is an acid. So an acid donates proton or what we call hydrogen ion. So ion means one atom with net charge. It is not neutral because of their electron and proton. So it's either nagbigay siya, nag-donate, or nag-accept. So acid, the definition of acids, a substance that produces hydrogen ions in water. So we have a general reaction in water, likewise the bases, but later on, I'm going to give you some theories about how these acid and bases react to each other, or when it comes to arrhenium and frosted glory. So formula always has a hydrogen in its formula and it is usually written first. So we have an example here. We have HCl and H2SO4. So as you can see, yung hydrogen, what? It is usually written first. Always remember that when we say acid, ang hydrogen ay laging nasa unahan. So acid comes from the Latin word acidus, means sour. So one of the main properties of acid are sour. They are all sour taste. That's why the more na mas maasim siya, the more na mas acidic siya or mas maacid siya. So we have here an example. We have lemon, oranges, and grapes. Actually, marami pang example. Okay, in our synchronous class, I am going to ask you about those instances. Let's go now to bases. So a substance that produces hydroxide ions in water. So formula always has a metal and OH or hydroxide with negative 1. So example here is one metal and hydrogen oxide, sodium and hydrogen oxide. Kahit saan sila nakalagay, basta may OH. Okay, considered as bases. So example of bases, we have here soap and baking soda. So the question is how we are going to measure if one material is acidic or basic. Okay, so we have here what we call indicator. So here is the water-soluble mixture. Okay, so we have here litmus paper. So the main use of litmus is to test whether a solution is acidic or basic. Okay, with different dyes extracted from lichens. So when blue litmus turns red, it means acid. Always remember ha, pag acid, nagiging red. It becomes red. While base, red litmus turns blue. Base is blue. BP, AR. So acid, red, base, blue. So what is pH scale? So lagi nyo itong nakikita, di ba? Okay, that's why some of the products, may mga ano sila pH level, like feminine wash, like mga serum, or mga facial cleanser. It also has pH level. So, okay, what is pH? So, pH scale, nag-range daw siya from what? 0 to 14. So, 0 to 14 lang ha. pH is a measure of hydrogen ion concentration. So, enable for us to know what kind of material na inano natin, in-experiment natin, if it is acidic or basic, because of hydrogen concentration. So, it expresses the acidity or basicity of a solution. So, okay ha, from our range 0 to 6.5, it means acidic. While 7.5 to 14 means basic. So, ang neutral niya is 7. From 6.5 to 7.5. But ang neutral niya as a whole is 7. How about in our body? Do you think acid has something to do with our body? Is it yes or no? So the answer is yes. Why? So, do you think what is the role of acid in the stomach? So, anong tawag doon sa aciding na meron tayo sa stomach? So, that's what we call what? Hydrochloric acid. Okay? This hydrochloric acid is in the gastric juice. Okay? So, what is the function of this hydraulic acid? What? It breaks down the food and the digestive enzyme, what? Para mag-split up to proteins. So it also this hydraulic acid also kills bacteria. Okay? And but that's why some of you pag nagkakaroon tayo ng mga heartburn in wherein this the sphincter of the esophagus between the stomach and is esophagus sphincter of from stomach to esophagus, nagkakaroon tayo, di ba, ng heartburn. So, it means, pag nagkakaroon tayo ng heartburn is parang yung acid na yun is umaakit sa atin sa esophagus. That's why akala natin naninipip yung dibdib natin. No. That's the reaction of our body pag umaakit na. Usually, dapat ang acid is nasa stomach lang siya, di ba? That's why nagkakaroon din ng GERD or what we call gastroesophageal reflux disease. Okay, because of this hydraulic acid. So, sometimes, pagka sinisikmura tayo, or sa Tagalog, isinisikmura tayo, anong ginagawa natin? Di ba bumibili tayo ng mga Kremil S, okay, Buscopan Plus, because of this anti-acid medicine, nineutralize niya, okay, yung acidity na meron tayo saan? Sa ating stomach. Okay ha, remember that. So, gaanong ka-amount or how acidity na meron tayo, nag-range, na meron tayo sa ating stomach. So, remember that it's between 2 to 5.5 acidity na meron tayo sa stomach. So, ganun siya ka-acid. That's why, actually, I have a classmate, nagkaroon kasi siya nagpahikaw siya sa dila. So, katakawan, kumain ng, ano ba yung tawag, turon. So, hindi niya nalaman na wala pala yung lock. So, do you think, nung nalunok niya yung hikaw na yun, matutunaw ba siya? Or may ilalabas, may de-defecate niya ba yun? Or mag-i-stay lang ba siya dun? So, yun yung tatanong sa inyo. So, answer that in our synchronous class. Okay, that's what we call what? Hyperacidity. Okay, let's now differentiate between the properties of acid and bases. So, an acid is a substance which, when dissolved in water, ionizes and releases hydrogen ions in a solution. So, well, sa bases naman, what? Hydroxide or hydroxyl ions. So, again when you say acid, ano ang taste niya is sour, while bases is bitter. And also, slippery, madulas. So, why slippery? So, pagka hinahawakan kasi natin sila, that's why it is slippery. It has something to do with our fat. So, hindi siya, nagbablock siya eh. So, kaya nagiging slippery siya. So, I-search nyo yan kung bakit siya nagkakaroon ng, nagbablock siya, and really, it has something to do with our fat sa skin natin. Okay, again, they turn blue litmus paper to red when acid. So, they turned red litmus paper to blue pag pieces. Ito na ha, ang pH level niya is what? Pag less than 7, ibig sabihin is acid. So, pagka greater than 7 is bases. Actually, other books said that it's between 6.5 to 7.5 ang neutral. But if you're going to add these two, so we're going to add the acid plus base, nagkakaroon ng neutralization. So, nagkakaroon ng what? Salt and water. So, again, when you say acid, always yung hydrogen is nasa unahan. While bases is pwede pangalawa, basta present si OH na magkatabi sila dyan. That is bases. So, potassium hydroxide, sodium hydroxide. So, that's bases. Pag acid, hydrochloric acid, nitric acid, phosphoric acid. Okay? Now, let's summarize this topic. So, when we say acid, are protons donors which contain hydrogen ions. So, remember ha, pag acid, hydrogen. Well, bases, electron donors and proton acceptors. Okay ha, acid, proton donors. Nagdo-donate siya. Electron naman sa bases. Okay? But when it comes sa proton, nag-accept siya. Acceptor siya na nagko-contain ng hydroxide ion or OH, while acid is hydrogen or H. So, acid is sour, bases, bitter, or slippery. So, ang pH niya is, we are using pH scale, is used to measure how acidic or basic a substance is. Okay, 7 is neutral, less than 7 is acidic, greater than is basic. So, when an acid and base are placed together, yun nga yung katulad na sinabi ko, pinag-combine nyo sila together, so they react to neutralize. Magiging neutral siya. There is no, hindi siya nagre-react. Walang nangyayari. So, what is the best example of this neutralization is water. Okay? So, properties produces a salt and water. So, that's all for today. Once again, I'm your Miss Elaine, your General Chemistry Student Teacher. Bye!